Today I'm going to share 8 textured fonts with you that you can use to level up your t-shirt designs and help increase your sales. Font number 1 is called Minoria, and this was actually part of my best-selling July the 4th or Independence Day design this year, and it's quickly grown to become one of my favorite fonts to use because the texture is nice and subtle, it's not too extreme, so this is still easy to read, and the letters are bold as well as a bit quirky, a bit fun, so definitely a nice feel. Works very well for sort of circular designs as well, like in the example right here, so definitely check this out. By the way, all of the fonts are linked in the description so you can easily access them on Creative Fabrica. Font number 2 is called Creative Vintage, and this is a must-have in my opinion. It's my favorite script font because it has a really nice texture effect. It also has a ton of really good looking glyphs which let you customize the words or the letters further, and I've used this font for about a year now in various different evergreen niches and gotten sales with it quite a bit, so I'd recommend trying it out. It's an amazing font. Next up, we've got Road Rage, and this font is quite a bit more old-fashioned. It has a very unique, cool-looking style, and it might not work for every single niche or every scenario, but especially if you're targeting the older generations, I think this is a really great one to try out because it looks amazing, it has a very nice style, and it's still very easy to read with a nice texture effect, so definitely one to add to your library. Font number 4 is called Dark Distressed, and this one is quite sharp, it's very geometric, and it has some very small serifs attached to it as well. I really like the texture effect here. It is quite strong, but it's not too bad, so you can't actually read the letters. And whilst I'm using this font here for a sort of patriotic design, it does definitely work for various different applications and niches. It might be a bit more masculine in its nature and not work as well if you're targeting women, but besides that, definitely a really nice looking font that you could try out for your t-shirt designs. Moving on from that, this next font is definitely good if you want to target women because the Maxon Textured is a script font with a really nice texture effect. This would also work really well if you combine it with a more basic standard font and have that contrast between script and something more geometric, for example. However, you can use it very well on its own. It has quite a lot of glyphs as well to customize your design further, which is always a bonus. Font number 6 is sort of a one-size-fits-all font. This one is called Edmond Texture, and it could definitely work for any kind of target audience, whether you're going after men, women, kids, whether it is for someone who likes beer or someone who likes knitting. I could see this font working in literally any scenario. So definitely a lot of value there. It's also not too thin, not too thick. The texture effect isn't too overbearing, and I especially like how the A's look in this specific font. Sort of that rounded off top definitely looks really nice. Check this one out. It can definitely help you level up your designs and make your life a lot easier. Next up, we've got Black Troops Rough. This font has got a line texture effect, which definitely looks really, really nice, and it works better for sort of male-orientated niches, once again, I would say. And one tip I also wanted to give you here with this font is don't use it too small in size because then it could be difficult to read. Make sure that the words, the letters are quite a bit bigger on your t-shirt, but besides that, definitely a really cool font that can work very well in many different niches. Font number 8 is called Darkest Saturday, and in this case it's actually the white words, so Halloween and Christmas. I used it, as you can see, in combination with a script font, which can work really well. And for anyone who's wondering, the script font is called Thirsty Rough. Now, about Darkest Saturday, this is a bit of a sort of creepy looking font that has a really cool texture effect and some very nice looking letters, like the H, for example, I think looks very cool. There's also some different variations of the font, for example, a line version, and that is really cool for sort of creating this slight 3D shadow effect like in the example design that I'm showing you right here. So definitely really versatile, very cool style, and it can definitely help make your t-shirts stand out. If you struggle to come up with design ideas for your t-shirts, then you would definitely benefit from watching this video next, where I show you some of the best selling design styles currently on Amazon merch.